24 hours. 24 hours was the time frame I had to be in New Jersey to Florida, back to Jersey, all to visit Universal Studios and, of course, Halloween Horror Nights. With the introduction of a Last of Us house, oh man, I had to go. Well, I thought, why not make a video about this and take you on the journey myself? So, let's get started. What is up, guys? It is Robert of Gaming With Me, and welcome to a very different type of video, a very exciting video. Today, we're going on an adventure, on a journey to Florida, to Universal Studios for a day. We're going to be coming back within 24 hours back here. Now, if you know me, you know that I love amusement parks. Theme parks are some of my favorite things to do in the world ever. They're very much like real life video games, if I'm being completely honest with you. Think about it. They've got themed worlds. They've got employees there that act like essentially NPCs that have roles that are given to them, which is really impressive, and they take it very seriously. And then you got music accompanied in the background, literally a soundtrack as you walk around this themed town. And then you ride attractions that are interactive a lot of the times, that are very much like games, that are also have stories within it. It's pretty great. I love amusement parks to death. They're amazing. And so even now, we're going to be going really quickly to the airport, traveling there, and I'm going to spend all day at Universal. They got Halloween Horror Nights tonight, so there's going to have a Last of Us attractions, which is literally a game, and it's one of my favorite games of all time. Super excited about that. So why don't you say we just head over to the airport now. So we made it to the airport. It is about time. Start boarding in about 30 minutes. Universal, here we go. One thing that's not great about this trip is that apparently it's gonna be raining like half the day, so I'm hoping it's not gonna be like pouring, but I may not be able to record as much footage as I want outside, only during select times, so I'm gonna have to try to do that during the earlier hours, and then hopefully it doesn't pour too much. So I'm gonna have to probably buy a poncho, but hey, it's okay. It's gonna be a good day. I actually ended up getting the first seat on the plane, so I actually boarded earlier than I ever normally do, which was very interesting to say the least. Almost 3 hours later, and I was in Florida. Got out of the plane. Literally was the very first seat on the plane, and that's the first time I've ever done that. I wanted to do it. It was only an extra $60, man, so why would I not take it? It was the most comfortable flight I've ever taken because it was like the biggest seat, which was very, very cool. And also I got free Wi-Fi. I don't know how, because it doesn't really make sense. I didn't actually buy any of the Wi-Fi, but cool, man. That was dope. Let's go to Universal. At the airport, they actually have like a Universal Orlando store, which they had some Jurassic World props, which looked pretty cool. But there was this woman that was just standing there, and I didn't want to look like I was recording her, so I just kind of stopped. The second you even enter the parking lot, they're already showing love to like Jurassic Park, which is great. Above, they have signs that are in the park, like Velocicoaster, which is really damn cool. We have made it to Universal, the City Walk. This is like the City Walk. This is where you got stuff like a Cinemark. And you got a bunch of other stuff. You got like Panda Express and places to eat and stuff like that, which is pretty great. But no, we're here for the one and only Universal Studios. It's literally like 8 something, so the park just opened. So when I mean I'm gonna be here all day, I'm gonna be here all day. And it's crazy because I thought, well, I try to be, you know, like a little negative. I'm like, well, let's say I'll get that at 10 a.m. What time is it right now? Let's see, I think it's 8:30. It is 8:33. Let's go. There was the iconic Universal Globe. At the iconic opening, they have a big Halloween Horror Nights sign alongside a bunch of the IPs that are going to be at the actual Halloween Horror Nights. Of course, I was very excited to point out The Last of Us with Ellie and Joel on there and some cordyceps. It's gonna be so damn good. So I've decided I'm gonna be going to Islands of Adventures first because they got the Hagrid's motorbike ride that is fucking awesome, but it's the one thing that doesn't use the express pass, and I gotta use this express pass. Well, I want to use the express pass, obviously, but that means this is gonna be the one ride that's gonna be super damn busy that I'm probably gonna potentially wait 2 hours or so. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Ah, it's so gorgeous, man.
I mean, there's just so much stuff that gets themed here that looks just absolutely gorgeous. Oh man.
The entrance to Islands of Adventures generally does give that sense of adventure.
The park's not actually open right now till 9, so I guess I shall wait. We got like, I think 8 minutes. At least you can get the view of the Velocicoaster really nice and awesome with Jurassic Park in the back. This just looks phenomenal, man. Look at that drop.
As 9 a.m. rolls around, the park truly opens and everyone heads straight towards Hagrid's motorbike adventure, including myself. As it is just me, as you can see, I actually try to go faster than a bunch of people that are walking alongside me. The less people online, the better. As you make your way through the park, you eventually get to Hogsmeade, and that's where the actual Hagrid's ride is at. This is some of the queue for Hagrid's motorbike adventure. It's really well designed, also the queue, so while it may be a longer wait, there's things to see and look at while you're actually going through this line. Because of these design lines, they do feel a part of the experience and don't actually feel overwhelming in terms of waiting. And this is what it looks like to actually be on the motorbike itself. It feels so damn immersive, gripping onto the handles while the ride is in motion.
So I did manage to ride Hagrid's. It said it was a 120-minute wait, 125. Actually took me only 55 minutes, so that's a blessing, man, absolute blessing. Now I can use my express pass. But check out Hogsmeade, man. Look at this. What the hell? Oh my goodness. Come on. This is Hagrid's ride is amazing, man. You essentially going through this whole forest, and it's so cool because there's random speed like boosts and stuff that is just incredible to experience, and it just such a great ride. They have some awesome animatronics on it, a lot of twists and turns that you would not expect, very unexpected, and just overall fantastic ride. Definitely recommend checking that out. The first thing you do when you visit Universal. We got the amazing castle of Hogwarts right in front of me. Check this out. What? Oh my god. This is, I believe, the Forbidden Forest ride. It's a pretty cool ride. I'm here, maybe I should just ride it.
This is some of the line queue for the ride, and man, just the design looks like you're straight in the movie. It's incredible.
I ended up going on the Harry Potter and the Forbidden Forest. Also cool, where you're like going through this forest with Harry and Hermione and Ron and really everybody. And you just go through this journey in the forest that's pretty damn cool. You know, there's moments where you're going through these dark areas, and they'll have you actually like in a chair, going upside down, looking at like some spiders and stuff. It's pretty great and entertaining. There you go, snowman. At this point, though, I do want to grab something to drink. I might just get something here. Seems pretty good. Got myself a croissant. Why not?
Every inch of Hogsmeade is designed meticulously, even stuff like the windows of the shops showcasing a bunch of the candy that you could buy that are also from like the movies. All items are themed, including even the water. As you can see, it says Gilly water. It's just water, but it's themed, and that's cool. As I was heading to another section of the park, you had King Julian from Madagascar absolutely shaking some monkey ass. Wait, that's not a monkey, that's a lemur. A lemur ass. Nice. When walking to the Jurassic World section of things, the Velocicoaster is literally going over you, and it just is so impressive to see that.
The Velocicoaster goes all around this little walkway area, and it's just such a good roller coaster. Like, I can't really describe it, you know, in terms of things, but I would describe it as an erratic, very erratic, like a raptor. That's how I would say. But it's such a good roller coaster. I don't know what the actual wait time is, but again, this actually is included with the Express Pass. Last time it wasn't when it came, but now it is. So let's go! I could ride this a few times for sure. I was ratted a few times, man. This music in the background is what makes me cry, dude. So good. This is the awesome entrance with the two raptors eyeing you from on top. The Velocicoaster waiting queue has some of the best in the park. I really love these statues of these raptors up on top with this awesome lighting that keeps changing. Then you got this Mr. DNA talking on the TV. And it's made to look like you're walking through the paddock where there's even raptors that are actually there, animatronics, that are growling and shaking the cages that are just really, really awesome. That Velocicoaster, man, might be one of the greatest roller coasters of all time, and I mean that genuinely. And I ride a ton of roller coasters. It's just so good. Like, it's got a theme to it, but the actual ride itself, the actual roller coaster, is a goddamn roller coaster, man. It's awesome. I think I was actually I went to the front row, but like, yeah, I'm not gonna purchase it. This is where you get like the photos, so I'm not gonna purchase a photo. But it's such a good ride, man. Like, surprisingly, like, they don't have an over-the-shoulder like harness. It's like actually just over the waist, which is interesting. And it's just so good. It's so good. The drop is great to this. The actual turns are really good. They have like where you're about to do a corkscrew and then it turns back like a whiplash. It's so good. Fantastic roller coaster. So damn good. So damn good. I'll definitely ride it again. I got time though. I probably should just ride everything I needed, then I can just go back to what I want to do again. One of the absolute coolest things to see in this park is the Jurassic Park Discovery Center. Just stepping foot into it feels like you're a part of that movie. It is based off that visitor center from Jurassic Park, but changed in ways where it adds like activities that you can actually do around. It's a lot of fun to just play with the different things that are around, and there's actors out there that pretend they're actually hatching eggs and stuff. It's really well done and something that just puts an absolute smile to my face. Oh my god, it's a dinosaur. Oh my god, it's another dinosaur. What? Look at all the dinosaurs. It's a dino DNA. Next stop was the Jurassic Park River Adventure, an absolute classic to this park. So I got to ride the River Adventure, and I'm pretty wet. As you can tell, my hair is like really wet. It's a classic. It's a classic, man. It's a classic ride. Goes through the whole like as if you're going on a river adventure, then it actually drops down into like a T-Rex area where there's like a raptor paddock, and it's so good, so good. And you get pretty wet. I was in the front row, man. I was like, yeah. Here's the actual dropped river adventure. When you're dropping, you're seeing a T-Rex roar at you, and you just skydive down. Then I also ended up getting a Paparellina, which is also really damn good. Absolutely amazing. Jurassic Park. It's really like the movie. Oh my god. It's just so badass, man. So damn badass. Come on, man. How can you not love being here? What? Oh, Skull. I just see Skull Island, Reign of Kong. I don't know if I rode it in Orlando. I know I rode it in California at one point. Guess we'll try it out. That was Skull Island Reign of Kong. Yeah, that was the one in Universal California. They have like this studio tour, and that's like included a part of it. This was like its own separate thing. It's based off the was it 2005 Peter Jackson King Kong, which is the best King Kong, to be fair. And yeah, no, man, cool ride where you're going around like this on this like area. And it's you're essentially going around on like this tour guide essentially, and it gets interrupted by some dinosaurs and stuff, and then King Kong comes to fuck them up. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Nothing too crazy, but it's overall still interesting thing where you got two giant screens around you as the car is moving, and then at the end there's a animatronic King Kong that is quite fascinating to look at. But yeah, that's Skull Island Reign of Kong. This is Comic Strip Zone. This is a zone where it's all based around the older comic book panels. You'll have cafes and different little shops based around Flash Gordon and Betty Boop, which is really damn cool to see, especially I don't feel like these characters really get much love outside of, honestly, here. So I did end up getting a chocolate and vanilla ice cream because Why not, man? We're on vacation here, baby, in comic strip zone. See, now this is funny. This is Marvel Superhero Land. Funny thing about this is, as you know, Disney owns Marvel, but before this whole deal went way years before that ever happened. And so this like one small part of Florida is where Universal could legally use Marvel characters, and only that. Only this one location in Florida. Everywhere else it'd be illegal. But here, go wild, man. Marvel. it's nuts. So they got one of the biggest thing here is they got the Spider-Man ride that I'll definitely check out. Was that Wolverine? That was just Wolverine. What the hell? This is the actual queue for the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. Here you'll be going through the actual offices of this journalism area. It's pretty cool having all the filing cabinets, and then you got the computers, the actual keyboards clicking away. It sounds pretty cool too. Spider-Man is also a classic one. That was cool. Just going through and you're trying to. J. Jonah Jameson is like, oh, try to get some Spider-Man photos, and then you end up running into Spider-Man and a bunch of foes. It's pretty cool, pretty damn cool. And then now we got the Fearful. I actually don't think I ever rode this one. That was pretty whack, man. You had the Dr. Doom's free fall. It goes up really fast, but not down fast. Whack's right at the park, I ain't gonna lie. But now it ends up in an arcade. Okay, cool. Here you got the Incredible Hulk roller coaster with this big Hulk statue holding on to one of these big carts, which is pretty funny. As you can tell, it's a pretty big, beefy roller coaster with its green coloring, trying to make it look like it's like the Hulk. Yeah, the Incredible Hulk coaster is pretty cool, man. You know, it's pretty good. The only negative is it rocks your head a lot, and that's annoying. But the initial going up is cool. It goes like faster than it's like a drop, but going up. A lot of good loops. There's speakers in the front, blaring music to you. It's pretty cool, pretty damn cool, man. I'm pretty much done with Islands of Adventure, to be honest with you. It's almost 1:30 p.m., so I did that in pretty good timing. Still got, what, 12 hours left? That's not bad. Like 13 hours, like 12 and a half, regardless. Not bad, man. This is also a cool side of the park. Dr. Seuss Landing, I believe it's called. You know, you got everything Dr. Seuss related. The Cat in the Hat is a ride, so you know what, I might just ride that. I remember what it's like. It's not that great, but yeah, why not, man? It's still a cool set design and nothing like amazing, but I just like rides, man. Yeah, I mean, that ride is like, I can't hate on it, man. I can't hate on really many rides, because if you're moving me and you show me some cool shit, I mean, it's cool shit. And it was essentially just the story Cat in the Hat, but like around you, and you ride through it, and it's a cool set design, man. You can't hate on it, can't hate on it. So I ended up riding the trolley, and it's actually pretty cool, man. It just goes around this place, and then it has like an alphabet thing. It sounds actually pretty funny, not gonna lie. It's solid, some Dr. Seuss comedy type shit. Gonna go head over to Universal Studios Florida. Well, obviously Florida, but Universal Studios, not Islands of Adventure. We're gonna do the rides there, just because that closed at 5, and then Halloween Horror Nights starts up, while Islands of Adventure closes at 8. So I'm gonna try to see how much I can squeeze in 3 hours. I might be able to do everything, might not, but we'll see. I don't know. So they were having some issues with the train. So admittedly, I think it's just gonna be faster to walk it, especially at my speed. I'm gonna be zooming. On a Universal Weather Miracle, it's actually gonna be not raining. Went from like 2 p.m. to apparently 10 or 9 p.m. to supposedly get a thunderstorm to 0. It's not even gonna do a drop. Which makes sense. Look at this sun. It's bright. As you can see, I don't know if you can see actually, I can't see. It says 13 minutes, less than 13 minutes to get here. If you go to Universal, I would recommend do the Hogwarts Express if you've never done it, because there is like, it is genuine attraction essentially. But this is Universal Studios itself. Oh my god. What? Let's go. Let's go. First thing I see here, we got Minions Land. Oh, this is that Villain Con thing. This is a brand new ride, never rode this, so it's apparently it's gamified. It's like a video game or somehow, I don't know, we're gonna find out. This is the Q4 Villain Con. So this is, while it is Minions related, it is also very much just about Illumination, so there'll be different type of villains from other movies from Illumination, or at least Easter eggs, which is pretty cool. That was legitimately like a video game, man. You're walking on this conveyor, or it's like this conveyor belt that's just taking you on this ride that you saw, and you have your own little target. That's just I definitely want to try that again, but it's like very cool idea, like very different from the typical theme parks. Then you got Despicable Me Minions Mayhem, which is all about the Minions, but not only that, but also Gru and the 3 girls that are in the first Despicable Me movie. That was cool. That's again, like I said, like a movie theater. You have a whole bunch of people that trying to turn you into minions, but it's really like a ride, a theater ride. Imagine if it's like a 4D theater, if you've ever been in one of those, which I haven't, but I imagine it's like that. You got the Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, a roller coaster that gives you a song selection before the ride starts that will actually play through the speakers as you're going on through the roller coaster. Since it is a rock roller coaster, I of course chose a hip-hop song, Kendrick Lamar, Humble. They didn't have that last time, that's for sure. But hey, that's cool. My hair's all crazy, yo. Well, not that crazy. It's always crazy. It's always crazy. But, you know, I remember it being better. That ride is just too hectic. Like, it just, you feel like, even though it's not the harness where it's above your shoulders, your head is wobbling like crazy. And it honestly makes it for kind of a painful experience. Overall, the ride is cool itself, but unfortunately, it's not built to sit down and enjoy it as much, unfortunately. One of the weirder rides in the park, the Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. And I rode this last time. It was actually a lot of fun, so let's ride it, Jimmy. This queue is rather interesting in the fact that you could kind of just chill and hang out. So they give you this little card, so when you're ready to actually ride the ride, you can hand the card and actually ride the ride. It's because there's a lot to kind of see and look at when you're browsing this section. You have a lot of TV behind the scenes stuff, but then upstairs you got a bunch of other things that just kind of chill and relax. That's what I'm talking about. Race to Jimmy Fallon, surprisingly fun ride. That's just like a big movie theater, similar to like Minion Mayhem, but instead it's Jimmy Fallon racing through New York, and it's entertaining, man. It's entertaining. It goes over the top, like it goes to the moon and stuff, and it's cool. Good fun. This is the Tribute Store, a tribute store dedicated to all things terror, Halloween, and I guess Halloween Horror Nights itself. This is probably one of the most well-designed stores I've ever been in. It is super well crafted. Clearly, there's just a lot of love on the design team for Halloween and horror, and all things horror, really. Every single section just has something to look at, and a lot of things to buy. They even have food dedicated to horror items. I mean, there's just so much to see and look at that admittedly this little glimpse just does not do it justice. You could really walk around here, and if you love horror, you could really be here for quite a bit. Now we got the Mummy. It's actually one of my favorite rides in this park. That is just awesome. The Mummy ride, you got Brendan Fraser all there, and then they trick you into thinking the ride's over, and then it keeps going. So good, so good. Classic ride. There was already a huge line for the people for early access for Halloween Horror Nights that wrapped around multiple blocks. It was huge. I got a RIP tour, which means we'll be able to actually get like our own tour through all the haunted houses. So I don't really have to worry about waiting on any lines. So good thing. Right now we're heading to Harry Potter, another one in the park. We got the Escape from Gringotts ride that I really want to ride. Then after that, it's almost 5. It's like 4:30 right now. So by the time I ride that and everything, probably 4:55 or something, they might start kicking us out, which then I will grab my RIP tour, thing and we'll do our thing.
One of the coolest things about this Wizarding World section of the park is that it's actually behind like some walls, so it's truly hidden. And so when you actually get to it, it just feels surreal to actually see it all in front of you. This area is just so well designed and is easily like the best area in the park. It is just so gorgeous, so fantastic, and so detailed. It's just literally impressive no matter when you go. The building structures, the stores, it generally is mind-blowing on how accurately they built this park. This is the line queue for Escape from Gringotts, one of the best I think you'll ever see in your life. This bank is recreated so incredibly, it just blows your mind. Look how beautiful this is.
Escape from Gringotts is just such a good ride. You go through the chambers of the vault, going on this adventure underground with the vault. You got Voldemort crashing in and Bellatrix, and it's so cool. It's a great ride. You got dragons, you got fire, you got cinematics, you got roller coaster action. It is just the overall perfect 10 out of 10 ride, man. Absolutely fantastic. Talk about 10 out of 10. Look at this, man. This just is so amazing. What? It is perfect design. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful design. The music, the atmosphere, it is incredible. It is 5 o'clock, over 5 o'clock now. So I'm gonna start making my way to the check-in area for the RIP tour. There's supposedly food there, exclusive food, so I'm gonna have some of that because I am getting kind of hungry. Now that it is 5 o'clock, they are actually, look at this guy. They are actually like kicking people out. Like everyone's going out because it's like, hey, we gotta set up Halloween Horror Nights, people. Get the hell out of here. And then they reopen it, and that's when I step in. I missed out on a Jurassic Park tribute store. Come on, man. Got the RIP tour badge. Comes with a lanyard. Nice. No bad. So the sad thing is though, that whole cafe thing is until 8 o'clock. I thought the 8 o'clock was like, it starts up, and I thought I could start eating now. So, damn.
6 p.m. rolls around, and while it's still bright out, it doesn't matter because the horror starts right then and there. The houses are open, the scare zones are open, and that means scare actors are roaming the streets, ready to try to creep you out.
I got somebody really look at these creatures. Oh man. Oh. We got really, oh my. Damn. That was one street, man. That was one scare zone, you know? Imagine in the dark. We still got a few hours till it closes, until the, you know, nighttime, but come on, man. This is what we're talking about. Halloween Horror Nights. Look at how this is designed, man. Are you kidding? These are all the scare zones. That's me laughing in my mind. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that. I'm trying to make it where they could kind of go in the frame with me. It's my thumbnail, man. I gotta get my thumbnail. Oh, this is great. This is amazing. The Last of Us. All right, well, we're not gonna go to any of the things because we got the RIP tour.
While waiting for the RIP tour to begin, I thought I'd check out the Men in Black Alien Attack ride.
This is where my gaming skills kicked in because I versed the whole family and I kicked their ass. It was literally just me. I was the only person on the ride. Did 150-something thousand and they did 80,000. It was literally 5 against 1. Murdered them. It was a shooting gallery is what it is. And it's very fun. It's a very fun shooting gallery. I like that a lot, man. It's very game related, and when it comes to that, it just shows how better I am at games than the average person. Like the people that don't play games. It's like scarily hilarious to the point where it's just pure funny. It's very, very funny.
Then this is another walk down a different scare zone, so you can kind of see some of these scare actors more in the light. You can kind of see the costumes and the makeup and how they did it. It's pretty cool.
What? I had no clue this was a thing. They got it set up like The Last of Us. Oh my god, dude. What? I don't know if you can tell, man, but I just got lost. I just got teary-eyed off that, man. The Last of Us music is so good, and just to hear that like in a real life setting and then trying to make it real, that puts me to tears. Oh jeez, if I stayed there any longer, a tear would have shed down. But dude, what? They had The Last of Us music. That's what I was saying. Like if they played The Last of Us main theme, I'm gonna cry. And they only had it for those 30 seconds, so I'm good though. Amazing. That was so cool.
Here's another scare zone based off like the 60s going into the 70s, and it's got all these like hippie type things, and some are dying, there's dead things, there's people actually eating dead other people. It's it's pretty interesting. It's a cool little concept they got. Halloween Horror! They also had themed food for the different Halloween IPs, such as The Last of Us. As you can see, they had the Firefly logo on top, but then Fedra is actually giving out rations to people that are paying for rations. It's actually very, very cool with special themed foods. Decided to get on Transformers the ride 3D. As you can see, Optimus Prime, this awesome model of him looking up from above.
So a unique experience on Transformers the ride. The last very part actually just glitched out, and it just showed a blank screen, the first frame of what's supposed to happen, which is pretty funny. But it's very much like the Amazing Spider-Man. In fact, it takes so much from Amazing Spider-Man that I feel like they probably just copy and pasted the formula, like, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, there's going to be a little water, blah, blah, blah. And it's, again, another cool ride, another, I'd say, Universal Studios classic, but it also bites off one a little too much. It's pretty much 7:45, so I'm just going to go there, and hopefully I can enter and get some food, because at this point, yeah, I'm hungry. 32, baby.
The food was very surprisingly basic, but considering I'm a very basic eater, well, it was like some of my favorite foods. Popcorn chicken and burrito. Eventually refilled my plates for round 2, and then, well, refilled my plate for round 3. It was officially nighttime, dark out, and so the RIP tour was ready to begin. Essentially, the RIP tour consists of you following a guided tour alongside this entire park. He actually takes you through these scare zones, but details them and tells them the backstory of what these scare zones are meant to represent and what they are. And then we get to the front of the line for every single house. I mean, literally the front of the line. We literally go behind different areas that you're not even allowed to record in, seeing stuff like the makeup area, and it's very interesting. And as you can see, I mean, you really do pass everybody. There's not a single soul that you're waiting behind. You are going straight to the front. As you are a VIP, as they say, you literally walk inside to the front. They guide you to that area. There's even a couple private areas that you go to stop and drink if you really want to, which is a nice little thing. I never really quite used it, but it is cool to have.
A lot of stuff going on, and this is at nighttime, obviously. There's just a whole lot of good shit going on. I did like 5 houses so far. Unfortunately, I can't like record much.
Help me, please! They're everywhere.
As you see with my dancing friend behind me, it's really good, man. I mean, do a good job with this. Do a really good job with this. The set designs for these houses are just absolutely nuts, man. They're just nuts. We have yet to do The Last of Us, but I'm ready to do The Last of Us. I think that's almost next. Almost. We're at another stop, and we did like the one Chucky. Chucky was dope. At first I was like, it's kind of whatever. Then the second half, it just keeps going, and it have a very funny thing about like Universal's trying to stop Chucky from going so crazy or whatever, and there's a whole story for every single house that is actually pretty crazy. You would never know unless you go to the RIP tour. Like, it's genuine, detailed stories that they break down to you, and it's super cool. And yeah, it's something that unfortunately is kind of restricted to RIP tour, but they really do talk about this whole lore about how this one doctor something has his hand into every single part of this entire theme this year. It's really, really cool.
This, while at night, is phenomenal looking. Absolutely phenomenal. The lighting.
I went on The Last of Us, and I actually finished all the haunted houses. Now there's like a show at the end. I might as well see this show, you know what I'm saying? But dude, The Last of Us was incredible, man. It's supposed to be scary and all that type of stuff, and yeah, a lot of people get jump scared and stuff. Man, I just loved it. I got emotional as hell. You know, Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson did like new voices, new lines of dialogue for it, and it was just so well done. You know, seeing the clickers and the bloaters and all that, it was so damn cool. And then of course the music, when you get towards the entrance, all you hear is the main theme, and just absolutely emotional. And I was smiling so much, you would think I was in a happy place, but it was a haunted house. But I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. You know, it was essentially like the biggest reason why I came here in the first place, and it was so well worth it. It is definitely my favorite one. Obviously because I love the damn game, but those characters are fantastic, and to see people being Joel and Ellie was super cool. And I just, oh man, such an incredible experience. And good thing I did this RIP tour, because doing all these 10, it just shows all the incredible set designs that they do. But the wait times are insane, man. Every single thing is like 2 hours long. Like, there's no way you'd be able to do it. Some are 200 minutes, so it's, you know, over 3 hours. You know, there was no way I'd be able to actually do it all. But RP tour, they just bring us to the front, man. It was well worth it for me, that's for sure.
Some more were just walking around the scare zone, seeing other people get scared. Of course, I'm trying to get some of these scare actors to look at the camera and do some stuff. It's always entertaining. It's really fun just to walk down these zones and just see how other people react to it. Then to end the RIP tour off was the show, which I luckily made it at the literal last second, to be honest with you. And yeah, I wasn't able to record anything, but you can kind of see the aftermath of it by the end, you could say.
That was crazy. That actual thing was just nuts. The actual like routine is like giant dance of like very scantily clad men and women. So it's a ton of fire, a ton of unbelievable acts that they do that they just go insane, and you're just like, how the fuck? And admittedly, I might be speaking a little gibberish just because I've been up for almost 24 hours now. But for real, like, I mean, talk about confusing, man. Like, they have like these unfortunately I can't record it, but they're throwing sticks with fire and whips with fire, and they're just making hoops out of it, and then they're, you know, but then they're also doing kind of like very stripper-esque things. It was a lot to take in, and it was really good. It was great. It It was nuts. I was like, how the fuck do these people pull off these stunts? I mean, again, you know, they work so long, work so hard for it. That's incredible. And look at this, man. Diagon Alley, like, completely empty. Because it's 1 something in the morning. And the big ride here, Escape from Gringotts, is closed, unfortunately, so I didn't get to ride that again. But it's nice to have this calming atmosphere in Diagon Alley. Hey, this is interesting, you know? Seeing it like this, oh my god. I can literally turn around. It's crazy.
Absolutely peaceful.
It is 1:20 or whatever, which means I don't have a lot of time left. A lot of things are closed. The only thing that is open is like the rocket coaster, which I don't care to do again. Escape, the Mummy one, which I would do again. But I'm like, let's go do The Last of Us again. The Last of Us is, right now, The Last of Us is 75 minutes, which means it'll take us past 2 a.m. Which I'm surprised they're even letting people on the line then in that case, but maybe they aren't. I'm gonna go on the line and I'm gonna find out. Might as well, man, because that is the last, that'll be the last thing we do. Why not? Walked through The Last of Us one last time. That'll be the last attraction. I think I did like 27 attractions or something today, or 28, I don't know. But well, now it's time to go to the airport. That was Universal Studios.
Here I am procrastinating to walk out, but I did think this looked pretty damn cool.
Yeah, it was Universal Studios. Pretty much a perfect day, man. 8:30 a.m. I got here, you know, literally once the park opened, Islands of Adventure at 9, all the way to, it's right now 2:20 a.m. Damn near 24 hours, man. When you think about it, it really gets really close to that. I feel it in my lower back. But it says I've walked like over 50,000 steps. Walked, I think 12, 13 miles or something like that. But I can still walk probably another 13. The only thing that could have been better is I could have maybe ride some of my favorite rides more than once, obviously. But I did The Last of Us twice, to be fair. But it's fine. It's okay, not a big deal. I got to ride essentially everything. The Express Pass was definitely worth it today, that's for sure. But I do love this damn park. It's fantastic. I'll be in a different Universal pretty soon. In Japan, in Osaka, for Universal Studios Japan, where I will shed tears when I walk into Super Nintendo World. For now, let's just take in the screams in the background for Universal Studios Florida. Crazy to think here within 24 hours that I'm going back to New Jersey, man. It's crazy. I don't know if you can see this. Halloween Horror Nights. Until next time, man. Until next time, Halloween Horror Nights. Well, I guess, like I said, I'm gonna see you for Universal Studios Japan, but in Orlando. Until next time. Who knows how long it'll be. Hopefully it's not another 4 years, because that's a long time. God, oh my God. It lit up with the fog and everything. Oh my God. Sensational. Man, I'm not trying to leave. I'm not trying to leave the Last of Us and Universal Studios Florida. I'm not trying to leave. Damn. I'm trying to ride the Velocicoaster one more time and Hagrid's and escape the Gringotts. Damn. Imagine when that third park opens. There's gonna be a new park in and Universal for Orlando. Epic Universe, I believe it's called. That's gonna be epic as shit. Can't wait. Gonna be there, not day one because it'll be ridiculously crowded, but you know, soon enough. I'm back at the Orlando airport, and it's time. It's time to go back home. I won't have any, you know, great seat going back. Now it's like $170 something. I'm not gonna pay that, but it would be nice. But maybe they'll do some random discount at the last second, perhaps. But if not, it's all right. I'm gonna pass out anyway. I'll see you back in Jersey.
Well, I'm back in Jersey. It is 10:18 a.m. I did not really get to sleep on that plane as I was hoping. And now I'm going to go pass out. It has been an amazing 24 hours, 27 hours, whatever it was exact. It was incredible. You know, Universal Studios is one of my favorite places on earth. And I'm glad I was able to capture that footage and keep it for forever. And see it visually. And share it with you all. And show my experience with it. With both Universal Studios Florida Islands of Adventure and, of course, Halloween Horror Nights. I had a lot of fun recording this. I thought it was a different type of experience. You know, I've done like a vlog sort of thing with years ago with spending 24 hours at Nintendo New York for the Super Nintendo launch. But this was definitely a different type of one, and I enjoyed it a lot. If you enjoyed the travel, stay tuned because in a few months there's going to be a lot of Japan videos. I'm going to Japan for 16 days, man, and I'm recording every single day, and it's just gonna be a fun time for the channel. A very different one for the next few months. We'll still have, you know, everything else going on, but we're gonna have a lot of fun, mix it up, bringing in some different countries into the mix, into the world, and we're gonna be taking a look at some of the stuff, and it's gonna be exploration, me and you, real life exploration. It's gonna be awesome. So if you're looking forward to that, please click that subscribe button. It would mean a lot. This video is gonna take so long to make. I don't know how long it is. I'm sure it's gonna be like over an hour long. It seems like it might be, maybe it's not, but damn, it's gonna be a long video. Let me stop talking so it's not even longer. I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Have you been to Universal Studios? Let me know how much you thought. See, I'm gonna go to sleep. Jesus, I'm gonna go to sleep, man. Bye-bye.
Iced out with a giant shining piece. Fuck around, no rubber and dying piece. Block 5 Bugatti, stay in the driver's seat. Look around like fuck is wrong with me. If I were to do that, I would look stupid. Man, I'm put here to be a goddamn poet. Ain't here to lose bad, that includes the damn cash. If it cause the goddamn time ain't sewing. Time going too fast and I can't loop back. So I use raps that hang tight to the moment. No time to relax.